Et j'ai le plaisir d'être rejointe par celui que vous connaissez tous, l'un de nos meilleurs parleurs de français en VCT EMEA, Benji. Hi Benji, it's
Hello.
a pleasure to welcome you here. After breaking finally the curse against Vitality, I imagine you're super proud of your team and yourself for this first achievement. And talking about your team, we know like how strong you can be against like the strongest teams in the world. We saw you also last year at Masters and Champs, but I feel like sometimes you're doing a little bit hard on yourselves when it comes to playing against weaker teams, you know. So do you think that this, let's say, unpredictability is a strength, or do you wish to have a bit more consistency in the future?
I mean, for me, every team in like VCT is like super strong. Like even when we played against Apex, like they're meant to be a really weak team, like on paper, but they like the Ascent that we played against them. It was like the best we've ever played against, to be honest. So I think it's kind of just sticking to, you know, focusing on ourselves. I think if we play the best we can, then no team can beat us. And when we lose maps, it's because most time we lose to ourselves. So there's been really few occasions where we've lost because the other team is better. I think Champs, EDG is probably one of them. But other than that, most time we lose to ourselves.
Yeah, I'd rather not speak about this match anymore. The stage still hurts. And I know how disappointed you were after not making it to Bangkok a little bit earlier in the year at Kickoff. So I wanted to know like how you managed not to question everything after it, and how did you like bounce back, regain progressively your confidence, like your self-confidence specifically?
After Kickoff ended, we had like a lot of talks about what went wrong and what we could work on. I think for me, I lost a lot of my confidence like during Kickoff, and it sucked pretty hard because I never really experienced that before. And I think I'm still like working my way up. Obviously, I mean, right now I'm not performing like as good as I know I can, but we're still winning, so it's not the end of the world. Like we could be losing because of me, and we're not. So I'm, just keep working there. I think playoffs, hopefully there'll be a new version of me.
Yeah, but when you have Domi and Mert dropping 25 like every map, it's hard to be on the top, right? But anyways, I think we will see your prime very soon, hopefully. And despite what people had been saying that, you had your free entrance to VCT at the very beginning of your career, you still spent a year in Tier 2 with Dragon Slayers and Enterprise. And that's where you met Mini also in Enterprise. And he's doing super well in VCT right now. So I guess you aren't surprised. Were you expecting it, kind of?
When me and Mini were in Tier 2, we always talked about like how there's not much difference between Tier 2 and Tier 1. Like we scrimmed Tier 1 teams all the time. We're like, these guys aren't like better than us individually. It was just they got the opportunity. I knew Mini, like whenever he got into VCT, he was going to do really well. I think he's probably one of the best performing like IGLs, maybe apart from Nats right now. Like he's playing really well. So yeah, I always expected it because he's a really good player. And he's also from Fortnite, so I think he's got the Fortnite blood in him, which I think can dominate any game.
Do you think it's a buff to have played Fortnite in the past?
Yes, 100%.
We spoke about VCT Tier 2, and I want to have your thoughts on another scene. If you had to pick a Game Changers player for a 2v2 tournament, who would you pick?
Akita.
Oh, you would pick Akita?
I think Akita.
How come?
I've just seen her play. I've also played against her in ranked at one point, and she's very good. I just know she's a good player, basically.
Okay, I think that's a very good answer, and she will be very happy to hear that for sure. We have a French derby tomorrow between Casey and Gentlemates. Who do you see winning?
Casey's been looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like I love my boy Mini, but you've got like somebody that's just turned to an IGL playing against Sadak. I believe in my boy. Don't get me wrong, but I think Casey have been playing pretty good. They've had some rough moments, but I believe in Casey. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. And last question. I know how good of a French speaker you are, so let's take a quick test. So you have to repeat with your best accent like every sentence and then translate it into English, okay?
Okay.
BJ les gars.
BJ les gars. It means well played, like the team or well played guys.
Well played guys, literally. C'est une dinguerie.
C'est un dinguerie. It's something crazy, like it's something, Is that right?
2 out of 2, perfect. Third, je suis trop nul.
Je suis trop nul. I'm really bad.
Perfect. Next up is je suis le meilleur joueur du monde.
Je suis le meilleur joueur du monde. I'm the best player in the world.
Man, I thought you were gonna struggle at some point. Okay. Mais tu fais quoi, wesh?
Say it again.
Tu fais quoi, wesh?
what are you doing? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Man, that's 5 out of 5. Merci, Benji. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Rest well for playoffs and congratulations again.
Thank you.